Man, oh man. I'm finally here today. I almost thought I wasn't gonna make it. What's going on, guys? How are we doing? Sorry I'm late today. Sometimes shit happens. Literally. Especially whenever you have kids. Hope everyone's having a good one. So gullible McFly. Time is not real. We are in a simulation. Deja vu is a glitch in the Matrix. I wish, paper hands. What's up, Carolina? Thanks for joining up today. What's up, guys? We got Brain, Outlaw, Jake, Toby, G-Kill. Or sorry, Gill-Kill. KO. Sharpie. Rick. He says I'm a slacker again. No McRib for me, Joe Papa says. I know, right? I don't know. If you saw what just happened, I think you'd forgive me. All right, Spy. Starting to test low range of this morning. The lower range during pre-market hit around 683.50. We're starting to see it bounce back up here. 685 coming up, though. SPY is getting pretty choppy here at open. In pre-market, SPY started really breaking out up to like 685.70. I'm on the Tom Lee bandwagon. SPY over 7 by January 1st, 700. Hey, if that was true, I would jump up and down with joy. I really would. How's Palantir doing today? Nice comeback again by Palantir up to 178. Looking at everybody's favorite, Tesla is trying to still continue. We had that positive robotics news with Trump yesterday. That was pretty solid to see. BYND's up over 6%. Let's see. BYND, 1.36 coming up, 1.37. Alex says Meta breakout, META. Nice jump up towards 687, 688. Meta is doing very well. Path is going insane this morning, and Beyond's making moves as well. BYND 1.37. There we go. Nice resistance there overhead. Hood with the heart. HOOD. Daily. Starting to pull back a little bit. Robinhood, that is nice. Nice recovery the past couple weeks. Yesterday was really good for Robinhood. If today's candle could get like that, it would be fantastic. But it's definitely starting to break out here at open. Anyone know why Netflix is pooping? What? Is it going up? Okay. I was going to say, I kind of hoped you had a misspell there, but that wasn't the case. Paper Hands Poppy, what's up? Or Pappy. Is it the WBD stuff? They've been dropping off a lot recently anyways. That Warner Bros. News did send them down on Wednesday, though, or yesterday, so there could be a good continuation down off of that. Let's see, was it HBO Max bundle? Yeah, Netflix slides as alarm bells ring related to the HBO Max bundle. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that is why they're falling a little bit. It's a pretty strange situation. I think I remember reading yesterday that it would make it cheaper to have both or something with the bundle, but it deliver better value to customers, they said. They're trying to put regulators at ease with the situation. They're portraying the merger as a means of price cutting to deny the claim of joining together two large subscription services that would result in a less diverse market for consumers or an increase in costs. Yeah, it's the leading bidder for Warner Bros. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely moving down on that news. That is the main news driving the downtrend on Netflix for sure. Ford, GM, Stellantis all doing pretty good again today. Automakers pointing higher, like to see it. Bring back LimeWire. Messing up the family PC since 2000. What was the other one that had like snow on it too? There was like a blue one. I remember LimeWire, and then I also remember the snow one. Snowflake? I can't remember. Which app is this? This is TradingView. Not Napster. I never used Napster, unfortunately. Unless it was the blue one. Nope. Yeah, it wasn't that one. Just LimeWire? I'm gonna see if I can find it here. Oh, it says it was an early free version of Napster where they had a snowflake on there. I don't know. I'll never know now. It was probably it was probably a virus is probably what I was downloading. QQQ's down to 621. Pretty big pullback so far. Again, sorry I was late today, guys. Had to deal with some stuff with my daughter really quickly. That's a loaded question. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? 27. I'll be 28 in about a month. In about 1 month. TSLA pushed out past the high of this morning very well, up to 454. Tesla is continuing the amazing run to the upside. Let's go. Moving up with this robotics news. Definitely helping it out. 30's coming up. Say hello to back pain. I already have that. Man, I destroyed my back at golf a couple of years ago. Almost couldn't walk for a couple weeks. Next meta support, Alex said. Would you short it? I don't think I would short meta here. I would look for a possible dip buy. These moves are tough, though, where you get these large pre-market runs like Meta has, because you do see him sometimes pull all the way back down. I'd prefer to buy somewhere down here around support. I think it's a tough trade here, honestly. If you wanted to be really safe, though, I would really just wait for the momentum to turn back around. I would think you could keep shorting it down here as long as, you know, you were smart with it. I like waiting for a possible better reversal, though. BBAI going up. Pretty good way, too. 6.25. Not bad. They're a low price stock. Do you also look at fundamentals of a company, or mainly just technical analysis? I'm not a huge fundamental person, because I think if you only look at fundamentals, you're going to miss out on a lot of gains, really. I personally, I think that that's the case with a lot of things. I mean, you know, Nvidia's been fundamentally overvalued for a long time. Palantir's been fundamentally overvalued for a long time. Like, there's a lot of stocks out there that just continue to push forward despite that, right? I mean, there's some outliers like Apple. You know, like, no matter what, Apple's continued to go up. You know, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily fairly valued. And who knows, you know, valuations and fundamentals can change based on market conditions too. You know, there might be like a time like right now where like AI is really hot, where let's just say price to sales ratios, PE ratios, let's just say things like that, they might be a lot more elevated than what a lot of people are used to with tech stocks, right? And maybe they're just going to start staying like that for the future. It's tough to say. But nonetheless, it's good to look at fundamentals in my eyes. I think it's definitely needed, especially if you're looking at long-term, you know, more safe-oriented, longer-term trading. But if you're looking at more of like, let's just say speculative investing, then I think that you would want to stick to some intuition as well. Kind of like what Warren Buffett did with Apple, right? Kind of like that. he probably always wasn't buying whenever it was a fundamentally sound price, you know, but nonetheless, they are looking at the company's growth in the future, right? Future growth. So it's it can be maybe a bit overpriced there, but that's a tough topic, right? Because you have to really like weigh both sides of things, and like that doesn't mean that like you need to look at a growth stock like let's just say SoundHound. I'm gonna pick out a random one. That doesn't mean to pick out SoundHound and say like, well, Tom said that value or fundamentals don't matter, so I'm gonna buy in at 20, and because I think it's good for the future. Like that's not necessarily the case either. It could still be overextended on the chart as well. Ultimately, though, if you're looking at company fundamentals, you're going to be buying in for the long term. Like, you need to have, like, a 5 to 10 year outlook, realistically. Because in the short term, anything can happen. I'm looking for some beyond hanky-panky. What? Who said hanky-panky during a stream and it blew our minds the other day? Was it Jerome Powell? I cannot remember who said it, but it really had me cracking up. LAZR's on a dead cat bounce. Laser, is it? It's about to sell off? Ooh, you think this is a dead cat bounce? That'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. I couldn't agree with you any more on the nose rings. What? You guys are wild out there. Coconut says, I'm 90, but still look 30. Tessie. Just amazing action here. Is it going to get through 455 today? Anybody day trading this one up? Let's see if SMR is continuing. Only a little bit today. Nothing crazy yet. Still watching SMR off the trend line on the daily chart. Pretty badass setup. I can see it starting to truly run higher here. Where do you find your music? Do you have a playlist? I have some people on YouTube that I follow and listen to the music on. This one's not a very popular channel. It's called Deep Focus Music. Most of the time, though, I just start looking up music. Keep in mind, I try to find non-copyright music because if I play any music that you guys would really like, it's all copyrighted, and then I get in trouble. So, it's not like I get in trouble, but they'll block the stream. So it won't let you see it. Because trust me, I wish I could play, like, actual music for you guys, but We did it for a few weeks a while ago and just had so many problems. That's the best part, Brain. I'll play a song from like 1950 and think, oh, I'm all good. It's not going to get me. And boom, within 20 seconds, it's like, hey. It's like, if you don't turn this off, we're blocking your stream. You've heard of deep focus music? Hey, there you go. It says they only have 800 subscribers. So I was like, It's probably AI music, if I'm being honest. I don't know. Who makes this? VIX is popping up, Alex said. VIX. Oh, wow. Pretty well, too, today. Not a bad jump for VIX. How low has VIX gotten recently? Okay, all the way back down. Yep. Makes sense with the way SPY recovered all the way back up, essentially. All right, SPY fell back through 684. It's now testing the trend line here. Zoom out on a 15-minute. Sorry, that trend line was messed up from the past. It's not testing the trend. It is testing good support again, though. Around 682.80 to 683. Will SPY fall lower? I think Path is at major resistance right now. UiPath. Whoa. UiPath is on fire with their earnings last night. I hadn't checked into it. I did see some people mentioning it in Discord this morning. I didn't have time to check it. Yeah, that is on fire here. 1805 is the main resistance I have up there around $18. Yeah, $18 or so is huge on this stock. It is at resistance, though. 1740 to 1750 is a major range, so keep watching for that as well. It is a big level. Very large. AEVA is about to break one way or the other. AEVA Technologies, let's check it. Going over to the stock. Okay, I like $15 resistance here. It's really rejected there today. I like the double bottom this morning at 14. It's kind of stuck in this $1 range. You're probably right. It probably will break one way or another eventually. The $1 million question is, which way? Looking at the daily chart, it is getting close to some big resistance here. It's going to be tough to keep this uptrend going. That's a tough call on this one. Especially for today alone. I'm pretty conflicted on it. Thoughts on Goog right now, Wolf Killer is asking. Big pullback on Goog at open. That is a major drop. It is forming a higher low off of yesterday, though. It didn't necessarily fall all the way down to 314.50 or 314.30. Definitely a big pullback here, though. Let's look at that daily chart action. Starting to pull back some more. Gosh, Goog, that is a big drop down. It seems like the past few times that we've had big drops like this, especially right off the bat, they have found some consolidation. Look at this day right here. This is an interesting move at open. Very similar to today's action. It would be pretty rare that Google really breaks through this support and keeps falling down. Like 314 breaking down and it really breaking through that today, I don't think is very realistic unless we see like a really large piece of news hit that really turns the market over. Yeah, GM. Good morning, G-Dog. GM stock's doing pretty good, though. SMUP being 2x leverage. SMR. Whoa, hang on. SMUP, T-Rex 2x long, SMR daily target. Really? I almost can't believe that SMR has this. Wow. That could get pretty advantageous if SMR truly does start to pop off and recover. This one could explode up in a pretty massive way. Keep in mind, though, this one will go down and then reverse split eventually, so keep that in mind. If SMR doesn't explode. Where do you find the best market news? Yahoo Finance or CNBC? Thank you. Neither, actually. Neither. I actually use this website called stocklabs.com/news. If you guys have never heard of this, stocklabs.com/news. I'm going to throw it in the chat. If you click so here's what happens. If you're on the website, it'll try to make you pay by saying something like this. You literally just click the news tab again, and then there it goes. It loads up. And what it does is it shows you all the current news. I had a filter on, so it took it away. Let me refresh this one more time. Seems like it was having a glitch. There we go. I've had mine open for like 10 days, so keep in mind mine got glitchy, so I had to refresh it. But this is what it does. They shoot out all of the big market info. If you start to see the market moving, you will probably see a big piece of news hit here before you'll see it anywhere else. Financial Juice on X is a very good one. Zero Hedge on X, another good one. What's this one? Who's this? Live Squawk, another really good one. They're fantastic. See how I had to click news again because it wanted me to pay? But then you go to, like right here, Walter Bloomberg's great. Unusual Whales is great. Some of these things in here aren't the best, but man, I'll tell you, if there's some big news coming out and it's like you want the news more quickly rather than waiting for like CNBC to post it or something, you'll find it on there. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, Financial Juice is really fast. And they normally hit on everything as well. Now, there's always going to be some errors, right? There could always be some errors. Hang on one moment here. Man, QQQ. There we go. No poll today, Alex said. We'll probably have one. Let's come up with one, right? What's a good poll for today? Our big polls are going to be next week with the FOMC meeting. That's where the big polls are going to come into play. It's going to space. Oh, yeah. Outer space. AI's in space. That's what we're going to do our poll on today. I think we're going to go ahead and do a nice SPY poll. Because I have an idea. We have a big resistance on the SPY at 686. This is a major resistance. It's the peak from November 12th. This is a big deal for the SPY. The SPY really needs to get through this zone. If it can't break this zone, it's going to be tough for the SPY to continue up here in the short term. All right. Will the SPY be able to break through 686 this week? That's the big question. All right, I'm getting them in. All right, here we go. Here goes the poll. Will SPY break 686 this week and push higher today or tomorrow? Or will it fall lower? If so, by how much? What do we think? Are we going to break 686 and start pushing back towards the all-time high? It's a pretty clear resistance from this morning. The SPY really failed to break through there. Really failed. And if it does fall down, where do you think it'll go? 682 to 686? Will it go more than that? 678 to 682? Or will it actually get under 678? I'm curious what you guys think. Now, under 678 by tomorrow, I think would be pretty rare, but it could definitely occur. It could definitely occur. How's everybody doing out there this morning, though? We having a good one? Hope everyone's doing great. Pretty wild morning out there. Great morning so far, Jack said. Hunting the bounce, Alex said. 683 is trying to hold on SPY. A base is forming. Sold BBAI, Healthy Cooking said. Healthy Cooking. I like that name. Cook it up nice and healthy. BBAI is really ripping there. 6.54. No point in watching anything else today. This thing is on fire. While SPY is boring, BBAI is explosive. Choppy, choppy. Demir said, all right, I'm out. Peace, guys. See you later. Demir, have a great one. Beautiful thirsty Thursday for you here. FinViz is another news source you like to use. So you just go to FinViz, click news. That's not bad. They only put out, it seems like, true articles, though. You're not going to get stuff as fast with that, but you're going to get better articles for sure. That's actually pretty cool how they do that. I use Bloomberg. That's the main source I use for most news. Bloomberg. If I'm talking about big websites. MarketWatch is another close second, I'd say. CNBC is like tied with MarketWatch. Bottoms up, Outlaw says. CoreWeave is ripping. CRWV. That'd be nice if Nvidia was ripping as well, but it's not. It's applying downwards pressure on the SPY over the past few minutes. CoreWeave coming back up off of the daily lows pretty well. Good bounce back. SNDK's ripping, KO said. Sorry, guys, I had to take care of something really quick. SNDK ripping up 202.40. Nice action by SanDisk. It's coming back alive. I don't like to see it coming back alive, but it is. ASTS leads my watch list today. 10.13% up to $68. Wow. IONQ's in third, up 7%, just behind Big Bear AI. Rigetti's up. Gosh, these growth stocks are explosive in the short term. SMR is pointing higher as well. There we go, SMR up to 21. Good break, good break. Well above $20 now as well after the close yesterday was nice. Hims and Hers popped back up today. They were pretty negative past couple trading days. Cameco back alive with the uranium plays. Tangy Man would be happy right now. Money Making Man. Good morning. First time in the live chat. Been watching the other channel for 6 months. Really appreciate what you guys do. Looking to join your Discord. When will the Black Friday deal expire for yearly? I will say this, guys. The Black Friday deal is scheduled to end tonight. Tonight, yes. Tonight. So if you guys are looking to get in, there's a lot of urgency right now. Make sure to check it out. Code Black Friday. All one word. Saves $150 on the yearly sub. Check it out. Tonight will be the last night. Alex said, damn, everything's flushing. So make sure to check it out while you can. Get access to the trading floor, the bots, and all the big updates. NNE up 4.28%. Can't decide between yearly and lifetime. Tom, do you and Mike always look both ways before crossing the street? I look both ways twice. That's how weird I am. But yeah, check it out. Let's see. Rick, I did send you a private message about that, right? Bought some TTD, the trade desk, Healthy Cooking said. Are your health insurance premiums paid up? They actually are now. I've got like Anthem, Blue Cross, Blue Shield or something like that. QUBT looking good. 12.50 breaking out. Starting to rip. BBAI could hit 7. It's not too far off, really. I can't believe how much it's up today. This is a pretty big day for BBAI, though. I've got to admit. How much are they up? 9%. That's a pretty big rip, even for them. Oh, they are following the trend line really well on BBAI. You sent me a message on Instagram. Let me go check those. I haven't checked those PMs in a while on there. Oh, you did? Oh, it didn't show me because we're not friends on there. I hate how it does that. I have to specifically go to the other part of it. Appreciate that, Outlaw. I've never done private messages in Discord. I'll have to look. Oh, sounds good, Rick. Yeah, if you're looking at Lifetime, just use this link that I'm sending in the chat right now and use code Black Friday. It'll even save $150 on Lifetime if you guys are interested. I'll tell you guys what, if you guys buy yearly and you want to upgrade to Lifetime within 1 month of buying yearly, I will give you a rebate on the yearly and still let you get Lifetime with the yearly price cut off. But you'll have to send me a private message for that one. But if you try it out with yearly and you decide you want to go Lifetime within the first month, we will rebate you back the yearly. And we will get you signed up for Lifetime. There we go. SMR moving up greatly. Love to see that. Yeah, I'll have to change those settings around. How much is lifetime? It's 2,500. Click that link above and it'll take you to the page. Yeah, no problem, Rick. TSLA bouncing off of 446. That is looking solid. It's a big jump up there by Tesla. 452. We have 454, 50, 455 overhead. Trying to get back, but very choppy today. Trying to bounce back, though. SPY, same thing. Trying to bounce back. Had a pretty big pullback here. Broke under 683. Bounced off 682 and is bouncing back. Don't forget about the poll today. 42 votes. Get your votes in. There's actually, the votes are pretty close. Will SPY break 686 and push higher today or tomorrow, or will it fall lower? If so, by how much? Between 682 and 686 is almost up to where 686 is. I'm surprised that you guys are that bullish. But get your votes in. I'm curious. It's okay to be bullish too. Vote however you feel. Your YouTube updated and it can't tell if I'm over 18. Keeps telling me to take breaks. Now I'm a minute behind. Do what? That's wild. Gotta love that. Santa rally fever. That's what I'm starting to feel in the market. Huh. Sorry, guys, had a yawn. SPY broke out. Oh, what if I can't talk?
Today, Junior.
But SPY's done pretty good today to break through up to 686. It just sucks to see the chop back down like this. Very choppy the past few trading days. It's been a chop fest. I want to see some good directional action one of these days here, SPY. Come on, get something going for us. Always good intraday scalp opportunities, but I'd love to see that overall day action. I do not, money. It's only right here. That might be something that we look at doing down the line, though. Definitely down the line. For right now, it makes more sense to stay here. We also spend a lot of time researching and getting stuff ready for the nightly videos. So, like, whenever I'm done with the live stream here, I generally really just, I help people out in the chat, and then I take care of my daughter and eat lunch, and then I'm researching the video, like, all day, essentially, so. Takes us a long time to produce those. Just start watching old people videos and AI will think you're old. Rick's out here watching cartoons, so it thinks that he's a kid. That would be kind of funny if that was the case, but I don't think that that's happening, but... Hey, I love you too, YouTube. Thank you. Thank you as well. One second, guys. Looking at a previous play here. VIX breakdown like yesterday. VIX pulling back pretty hard. Good thing to see SPY coming back alive, though, because it was getting pretty shaky there intraday. Pretty shaky. Hey, YouTube, I turned 18 3 times. I turned 18 3 times. I watch mostly financial stuff. Your algorithm needs a tweak. NVIDIA just paid for my Christmas gifts on this last pop-up. Have a great rest of your day, guys. I am out. Love to hear that, Alexander. Let's go. Dubs in the chat for you. That's a good one. Dubs in the chat for Alexander today. Paying for the Christmas gifts. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Go see how Tesla looks again. Turning over a bit. NVIDIA adding any pressure. There we go. NVIDIA all the way back up. Nvidia moving higher here. 183. It's getting up. Starting to look pretty good now. Starting to look pretty good. How's TLT looking here? Checking in on them, falling down a little bit. 88.70 coming up. We got another one here. RCAT. How's RCAT doing? Red Cat. Hey, popping back. Nice by RCAT. Navitas Semiconductors. Moving up well as well. Or just also. Where's my boys that sold those 8 strike puts with me a couple weeks ago? Nvidia, take the SPY with you, Care said. Bring it on. Put it on your back, Nvidia. Make a new high of the day, and let's get that SPY up there. Sorry, guys, doing something really fast. Going back to fundamentals, I buy shares of good companies at good prices. Examples, APLD bought in at 5.37. They use renewable energy and implement waterless cooling technologies, differentiated from other data centers. That's good. I'm glad to hear that you do that. So how do you calculate if it's at a good price or not? Like, what do you look at on the fundamentals to tell you that? I'm curious. Warren Buffett approves. Yes. Warren Buffett approves. APLD has been on a big run here lately. The stock's up like 33% past couple weeks. Whoa, 62%. Boy, was I off. I tried to do that extremely fast. With all the drama this year, my long terms are still up 16%. Good, healthy companies. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Going back to fundamentals. Throw me out what tickers you guys are looking at here today. Tesla pulling back now again. Up, down, up, down, up, down for them. Same thing with Nvidia, right at resistance. You guys gonna try to play the breakout on Nvidia if it tries to make a new high of the day? Looking pretty fire here. Looking pretty fire. How is our watch list doing with these growth stocks? ASTS up 14% now. Has just continued to power and chug forward. It's like the little engine that could there. SMR even better now. 8%. Love this. 2180 coming up. Boom. Beautiful. Tom, for giving us a month to upgrade, I owe you another Fresca. You're getting close to a 6-pack. A Fresca of all things. I haven't had a Fresca since my grandparents were still around. IONQ's up to 53.30. Man, 10% almost here. Oklo up almost 10% as well. My gosh. Man, Oklo is a huge one. 106. Jeez. That is an insane move. QQQ. Moving down to 621.50. Good intraday support. I don't know. It seems like it's trying to form a base of support here, but I don't love the price action. It keeps testing this base rather than truly like recovering back up. That's not a good sign in my eyes. I'm a bit worried it's going to turn over a bit more. Same thing with the SPY. I really want the SPY. I would much rather have the SPY move higher. I do not want to adapt down today, but could be the case. Sorry, guys. Always have other stuff checking on, too. NNE, there we go. You can trade your Fresca for beers. Might just have to do that. Man, SMR is still going here. My gosh. I think it's basing. QQQ's been screaming the past 3 days. Is it going to break the base? That's the million-dollar question. We have 52 votes in the poll. If you guys haven't voted up yet, vote up on the SPY. My gosh, look at all the stocks that just hit over 10% now. IONQ, BBAI, SMR, KULR, Oklo. Holy shit. They are really ripping here. My word. I'm actually looking at BBWI. Tends to rise at Christmas with credit delinquencies. Up in bankruptcy, still debating, not financial advice, do your own due diligence. Bath and Body Works. Wow, I haven't heard of this stock in a while. This is a crazy one. Let's see what it did in 2025. Or 24, I mean. December of 24 was all right, I guess. It moved up, but not really that much. December of 23, it exploded. December of 22, it actually dropped. It dropped in December of 22. December was like literally the only time it pulled back actually in 2022. Besides the beginning of the year. How about 21? What do we got there at the end of the year? December went red again. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they usually go green. What about 2019? 2019 was decent. Actually, hang on. The close on this candle was 1302. And the opening candle for December was 1383. So technically it went red in 19 too. I don't know. I definitely don't see any validity there. USAR, Ramirez said. Let's see. USA Rare Earths, 12%. I need to add this one to my watch list. Hang on. I think I'm going to add CRML too if it's not on. Yep. All right. USAR is now second on the watch list. We're getting a little bit of pullback here. BE, did it finally pull back a bit? Yeah, it did. Bloom Energy pulled back ever so slightly, but what a run today. Wow. That was a big run. Oh my gosh. SPY moving lower to test its low of the day. Ooh, watch out. Not a good sign. Not a good sign at all. Alex said VIX. The VIX is starting to move up now. Pretty good rip-a-rooney there. On VIX, anyways. SPY, unfortunately, dying down. They said I should have stayed with IWM. The SPY's trash today. Sinners Club said in the chat. IWM is doing really, really well. The Russell today. All right, Russell. All right. Look at that. Look at that. Who would have known? That's what we like. That's what we like. Checks over stripes. If you know that one, I don't know. You listen to the same music I do, I guess. Can't even go for a smoke, Sear said. Jumping back into BBAI. What was that letter you put at the end there? Hey, Chief, you think Datadog breaks below 150 before the week's end? You think we'll actually see some action with the big money play? Thanks and stay blessed. Datadog below 150. Datadog is moving down pretty good here. I think we will see some action. It's starting to turn over in a pretty hard way. One problem with Datadog. It goes out to January 16th. It's the 140 strike. The 140 strike is pretty far out of the money. It can still do great. Just, we have to be very mindful. There is a big area of support at 149 to 150. This is a major range. More specifically, 149 has actually seen a lot more of the price action. So really keep your eyes on 149. This is going to be a big level for Datadog. If it tests over the next few trading days, it could make for some really good trading opportunities here. Could make for, you know, good recovery for the play in general, good continuation, and then a but if we end up holding that and bouncing back up towards the top end of the range, it'll get shaky for you. So I would suggest taking some profit down there closer to 150, at least locking some in. I think it'll be great, though. Robert, and thank you again, sir, for the super chat. I love that 150 area of support. There is another support in the ultra short term, close to 152, that it needs to really break below, but I could see it continuing down. It's actually playing out very well, and exactly how I'd hoped it would start to turn over here. Because I've been eyeing this one up all week for different people asking about it, and just in general, been looking at it. All right, we haven't had any new votes in the poll in a little while, so we're going to go ahead and end it. You guys are voting for SPY getting above 686 today or tomorrow. So the majority of you voted SPY up. I think a lot of you might take your vote back if we had it right now, considering where SPY is. USAR continuing to go. Whoa, 16 now, 13.8%. No kidding, that is a good rip again. All right, USAR, keep it going. Keep it going. That is some great action. BBAI 10%. Go back to it. Slowing down a little bit. Not as hot as USAR. ASTS actually turned over quite a good amount. SMR, same thing. So we are seeing some of them start to slow down, but not all of them yet. These growth stocks look great. Tesla kicked me down again. TSLA. It's sitting right around that low of the day. What did it do to you? Are you in the calls on Tesla? It might try to bounce here off 448, but not looking great. I'm just curious what you're thinking there. Go check Bookmap on SMR really quick. Have some requests for it here. Come on, Big Bear. My kid needs new shoes. Nice one, Brain. RKLB up 6.28%. Pretty good jump there. Back to SMR. It's just so beautiful. Market's been so good today. This is usually the time I make a bad move and give it all back. Uh-oh. In that case, go get some lunch. Or whatever it is with what time it is where you are, brain. What time is it where you are? I'm curious. It's probably dinner time. I bet it's like 5 or 6 p.m. Oh, I win! Totally random guess. What do I win today? What do I win? I think I win this because these are the stats when you randomly guess time zones.
60% of the time, it works every time.
I won some cologne today. Good job. A McRib. All right. Speaking of McRibs, how is McDonald's stock doing? Not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty choppy. But coming back pretty well. You guys remember that Monopoly trade? They did start coming up good off those lows when Monopoly started. Not like they've exploded, but they did come back fairly well. Walmart's been the real crazy, I guess, slower mover here. How's Costco again today? Whoa! What the hell? Costco? Gap down, then moved 3.3% to the downside. What the hell happened today? Costco. Their sales rise ahead of earnings report. November and fiscal quarter sales in both rose at a healthy clip, fueled by growth in e-commerce. However, the stock is dropping. What? Given the quarter's cutoff date, any Black Friday weekend revenue won't be reflected in the quarter. It was, however, included in Costco's monthly sales report for November, which had a cutoff date of November 30th. Total company same-store sales accelerated to 6.9% last month from October's 6.6% gain. Net sales for November were $23.6 billion, up 8.1% year over year. What the hell? Why are they moving down so much? Okay. What the hell? You gotta love how stocks move sometimes on financials. It's crazy. You'll hear some pretty good numbers and boom, stock drops. Almost seems like the chart's gonna move how the chart's gonna move regardless of the numbers. Seems like it was kind of trying to fill that big move gap back down. I don't know. Pretty dumb by Costco there. Now Costco's actually back towards a major support range. If you missed Costco on the dip last time, it might form a higher low right here. Which could start to become very interesting. Yeah, SMR is up a lot intraday, though, so I would recommend taking some profits here soon. They said I have 455 calls, bought this morning at 550, then started down. Now it's at 250. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to help you with there, though, losing. Man. You bought some calls. You see, the problem is you're buying calls that are too volatile. So what's happening is that little intraday moves are like really wiping out your position. And that's one of the problems. So you said you bought it, let's say, 450. What was the exact time that you bought this morning? In Eastern time, please. Yes, it's all timing, but you can help your timing. If instead of buying the calls that expire tomorrow, you could have bought the calls that expired next week, and then it wouldn't have lost 50%. It might have lost 25% or something like that, right? That's the difference. You won't make as much to the upside, but it's a lot better than letting things fall down 50% plus. The one big thing is just make sure you're not bag holding, right? Just make sure you're not bag holding. You got to have an idea of somewhere where to stop out. I don't know if you want to use the low of the day on Tesla as an area to stop out, or if you want to use, let's just say, the 448 support. You know, there's a couple supports there. But you'll need to have some type of idea where to stop out. 9:55 Eastern. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. You got in like right at the high of the day. Yeah, so in this case, I'm going to go over this with you on the 1-minute chart, and hopefully this helps you out. Because there's a couple key points that would have made me cut it pretty quickly, okay? Even if it comes back, it's not worth bag holding and hoping, right? Unless that's part of your strat. That could be part of your strat. But again, you need to have that worked out before you get in. So whenever we look at 9:55, that's right here on this green candle. Right here. I'm going to point an arrow at it. Okay. Now, whenever we're looking at market structure, Tesla was moving up in a really good way. You can actually see that every single one of these like little wicks here pretty much resulted in good upside price action. Especially, you know, from this bottom candle, you know, it was just consistent. Stair step, stair step, stair step, stair step. No real major pullbacks that were concerning, right? The concern came in right here. I'm going to delete these other arrows so that you can see where the concern happens. This is where you start to get concerned. Because what you're doing is you're looking at this wick, specifically where my finger is pointing right here. Or my mouse. That wick and then this wick right here. Those wicks were bouncing off of this wick right here. That was critical to keep holding. The second that broke down, like right here, considering how tight your play is because of expiration being tomorrow, you should have been cutting right there as that short-term structure broke. There are always possibilities that you'll cut and then it'll rip right back. It's possible, right? But it's not worth losing over, right? So whenever you're looking at the market in that way, if you're scalping, especially at the high of the day, you gotta be able to cut quicker. You gotta. Sold BBAI. Green moves today. No losses. The parkour has been unreal. I think I'll stop trading for the day because I don't want to get too hot-headed. Hey, I don't blame you. And BBAI is getting to that point of being done. Brain, dubs in the chat for you. Let's give you some round of applause here. We'll even give you some all right. Like to see it. Like to see it. That's badass there. That's a bingo.
That's a Bingo.
You'll probably appreciate that one being in Poland. If you know what movie that's from. But yeah, I hope that that helps losing better. And I hope that that maybe helps you think about some of those things to look at on the chart when you're in the play. It's always easier said than done, though. QQQ holding up pretty well here at the bottom end of the base, but still pretty negative. Again, I'm pretty conflicted here on QQQ. Just don't love the way it's moving. Been here for years, YOLO'd a lot, but finally feels like getting somewhere with trading. There we go. Definitely worth the like and subscribe. Even your wife's trading now. No way. That's pretty insane. That is crazy. Cly Fock Locksmith woke up late. What's up, Cly? Up $700. Now it's $200 on Meta. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, it did have that big drop off at open. Meta had that great rip this morning. What the hell? Was there any news on Meta today? There's gotta be. Zuckerberg plans up to 30% cuts for metaverse build. Cuts to the company's metaverse efforts. Thank God. Do you guys remember when the metaverse got really popular like a year or two ago? Everybody was like, metaverse, metaverse, metaverse. I think that people realized that they could, like, literally just go play, like, RuneScape, and it's like you're in the metaverse. Or just go play, like, Roblox, or... it's just like playing a game. You know, like what's the... I think that's, like, one of the dumbest things. Hey, appreciate that, Coconut. That's probably pretty rare. People joining up that don't even trade. You invest, though, right? I'm sure you invest. Give me just a moment, guys. I'm going to do a quick intermission. Give me just a second. All right. Sorry about that. Palantir looks like it might try to push here for a new high of the morning. It's up right around the high of the day. We might see it play out. We might see it. All right, do you like Palantir? Do you like Palantir today? Does it look good?
Good.
Oh, she said good, guys. You know what that means. Is Palantir going to go up today?
Yeah, sure that.
How about SMR?
Even I.
What about Oklo? Can you say Apple? Apple. How about Nvidia? Rick says, I'm going in on Palantir now. PLTR. It actually looks pretty solid intraday. Like, normally when I see setups look like this, they make a pretty decent attempt to break out. I don't have any quantifiable stats behind that, but... She's like a parrot. Yeah, it kind of is right now. You'll say, like, a word, she just repeats it. It's terrible, though, with the curse words. Oh, no. It's terrible with that. Gosh, you accidentally let one thing slip, and boom. Data dog, because it's close. DDOG. There we go. It dropped down to recent support closer to 152 here. All right, let's see it. Appreciate you, Robert. Data dog, data dog. I'll say it 3 times. Data dog. There's number 3. Keep it going, DDOG. I really want to see that recent low test, 148.50 to 149. Let's see. Bring it on, Data Dog. She had cake last night for dinner. She was throwing it all over the place. Well, of course, after chicken, but... I'm drinking a new winter edition Red Bull this morning. Fuji apple and ginger. Pretty fire. Fuji apple and ginger. It needs vodka. Ooh. How's MNST doing? Monster Beverage. The stock had been blasting off. Oh my gosh, yeah. Monster Beverage has actually been one of the best performers in the S&P. I think it is like over the past 20 years or over the past 5 years or something like that. You'd be really surprised how high this is in the rankings. Let's go to ChatGPT. Let's see. All right, let's see. I asked it what the top 20 are over the past 20 years. This will blow your mind. QQQ moving up. I'll talk about it. Getting very, 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 very slow here. So since 2005, Monster Beverage is the 7th best in the S&P. According to ChatGPT right now, 7th best. That's a pretty good and weird thing to say. Now, the one that's 10th best might really blow your minds. Texas Pacific Land, TPL. Texas Pacific Land. Since 05, keep in mind. Wow, imagine how much better this one could have been at highs. Another one is, it looks like TDG, Transdime, TDG. Wow. Some of these stocks have seen some serious growth. Apple's like 29,000%, Broadcom's 32,000%, Tesla's 35,000%, Netflix is 58,000%, and Nvidia's 96,000%. I need to go to a monthly chart and triple check this. Hang on. Oh, hang on. I'm supposed to do this on NVIDIA. How dare them. All right, so since 05, let's see. This price was, the opening candle was 0.1860. All right, so now 0.1860. Let's see, 0.1. I can't even get this to work right like this. I'm just going to make it look even worse. Oh, yeah. Yep, well, it's right. It says up 69,000% pretty much. And it could be a lot more than that if we... Hang on. Hang on, what's happening? I don't think that this is working right. Hold on. It's hard because you have to really... you almost can't even get it to go where you want. Oh, well, we know it's very high, though, right? Very, very high. So Monster's better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not in the S&P 500. I wouldn't think so. I would not think so. Bitcoin's probably much, 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 much better. But alrighty, guys. I appreciate everybody for joining up today. I really do. Thank you guys so much. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. We're going to call the stream there. Hope you guys have a good one. Time to go shopping. All right, Coconut, go get it done. SMR still pushing its high of the day. We might see another breakout come in. Let's go. Data Dog under 152. Keep it going here. Keep it going for Robert. Appreciate you, Robert. All right, guys, have a great one. I'll talk to you later. See you in the Discord today. Let's have some fun. Let's get some gains, and most of all, let's make smart trading decisions. Do not blow up any accounts. Don't bag hold. Always have stop losses. Have a thesis. Have a plan. Have a risk management strategy when you go in the play. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Crush it out.